and welcome to the Raw Review. We are the Dudley Boys of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of Raw. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Daily Wrestling Podcast. That's a long one. Yeah. We review Raw, SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. Oh! We do Dynamite, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a bloody good quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As I said, they're joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to review last night's Raw, the go-home show ahead of the Royal Rumble.
Perfectly in harmony there. A bit like Triple H and me. Because right now is everything I want from the recognised symbol of excellence. This was just a good Raw, nothing more, nothing less. But, as I've said on other podcasts, listen to me and Sidge when it comes to Royal Rumble. Listen to my hype, listen to his logic.
Yes.
Get as excited as you want, as a lot of people do, for the Royal Rumble. WWE have, along with WrestleMania, but with the Royal Rumble especially, I think at this point, because of the gimmick, made it so that this could be the most exciting time of the year. This is a show to look forward to. There's almost that end of Christmas Day, for normal people, not me, sadness when the Royal Rumble isn't the last 5 entrants. You're like, oh, another 12 months before I get one of these. This is a really, really fun time to watch WWE. I say all that because I just want to highlight, because it's nothing to do with this specific Raw. Remember this Raw, this coldest Toronto in 100 years. Canada's always cold, right? We know this from all cliches. Snowiest, most freezing cold Toronto in 100 years. And this looked massive. What was this, like 15,000 people or something? Really loads of them in
Michael Cole claimed the Scotia Wank Arena was sold out with an attendance of 17,853.
Right. As good as 18,000 people in 100-year historic low.
It's the Fed. Maybe take 2,000 off.
All right, yeah. 15,000 in a 100-year historic low for Toronto. Remember that the next time either company, or both of them, AEW and WWE, suggest weather in it. Can't get the fans in because of weather. You know, one of the promoters' favourite lies, isn't it? Some bloody weather, the football. What was Nick Carr's last year? The soft Canadian economy that apparently justified bringing The Rock in for Elimination Chamber. Don't spend money up there anymore. Good product will get people out of the houses in historic. This was not proof that the power's back or anything, but just a nice little run of shows has convinced all those people to still think, I'm actually going to go to this Raw. It's been fun to attend lately. I don't want to have to fight for a refund for my $800 ticket or whatever it is. I was impressed with all of this. It's been nice. A good month.
Yeah, WWE's had a good start in 2026. I've enjoyed it way more than I have, I would say, any 2025 stretch. And it's 3 weeks into January. It's not a long time at all. But it's continued a pretty modest, decent streak. Some of it appealed to my sensibilities. I think it was quite universal, good, strong storytelling. It's good. It's good. There are things about it that I will always hate. Spiritually, nonetheless, it was good. So a bit of you can tell, actually, and again, I try not to dwell too much on X. Give me a minute or two. Twitter. You can tell when people get agitated at the idea of WWE getting praised. You know they do.
I do.
It works both ways.
Yeah.
It obviously does. But, I think people would sort of realize, no, hang on, this HA retirement speed run drawing a lot of raves. WWE isn't this complete Cena-fueled mess, because he's a generational bomb.
So I'm hearing.
It's no longer the Cena-fueled mess. There's been some modest, good shows, bit of form. The second they saw the finish for this main event, complete lack of context and booking and how these finishes can work on occasion. It was instantly, Fed bad, they're doing this, they're doing that. Look, I know the Fed's bad, but bury it correctly. This is the lesson I've been trying to impart all along. Otherwise,
So we start the show in Toronto with AJ Styles coming out to a huge reaction, of course. He doesn't actually say, welcome to Monday AJ Night Raw, which I was slightly disappointed in. It's right there.
And he'll never get another chance.
Has he ever welcomed us to Monday Night Raw?
No, because
He's
it's not.
almost a SmackDown champ.
Because Raw isn't the house that AJ Styles built.
Is it, the house
SmackDown
next, is it the house next door?
Kind of. House next Raw.
Very good.
So you should have said that. I built the house next Raw. SmackDown.
Should
He's
have.
going off the show.
He's missed a big opportunity there.
He'll never get that again.
Nope.
He welcomes us to Monday Night Raw. He says, feels good to say that, but there's a man in the back that would claim that this is going to be the last time I ever say it. There's a bit of an F you Gunther chant. He says, Gunther claims he's going to end my career at the Royal Rumble. That's his plan, but I'm not going anywhere. But I didn't hide it from you. I said 2026 was the year that AJ Styles retires. But I'm not talking about retirement. Not trying to upset you. I'm saying we can enjoy it together. John Cena showed me that it could take a year to say goodbye. 2025 was the year of John Cena. There's no reason why 2026 can't be the year of AJ Styles.
Hoorah? Question mark?
Somebody
else's.
There are locker rooms of men all over the world that I'd love to wrestle one more time. I want to be world champion one more time. But I'm not saying Gunther isn't good. My back is against the wall. Yes, what I'm saying is he's not phenomenal.
That's his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase. That brings out the world champion CM Punk. And the fans are loving this, obviously. And
It must be so easy to write for WWE. Like, the Tiffy time stuff last year was egregious. Yeah, your time will come, but unfortunately, it's still Tiffy time, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You just say something about your opponent, modest praise, but they're not my fancier catchphrase come nickname.
That's why it's more important to get that stuff over than the moves. I'm not even being cynical.
I know, you know.
Get that stuff over, then the rest's gravy, innit? Not Corey.
Sorry, go on.
Punk says, did you guys figure out why I'm here yet?
The wrestler vernacular
Yeah.
needs to just be completely ripped to shreds, in my opinion.
And he says, we're going to get there. Look, I've known this man for 20 plus years. We've been friends. We've been enemies. I'm glad to say that now, 2026, the big 26.
The big 26.
There's nothing but respect between us here. Right, AJ? So I've got to publicly come out and ask you, what are you doing, man? Putting your career on the line against Gunther? If it doesn't go your way, that means the Phenomenal One's career is over. I'd like to think that guys like you and I still got a lot left in the tank. A lot more moments to make in front of all these people. Still time and a place to say things like, it's great to be alive in Toronto on Monday night. Selfishly, I've watched your career, the entirety of our friendship.
Maybe don't... What do you do during a storm?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, like, maybe drop the alive bit, you know?
It's great to make it to the venue in one piece.
Yeah,
on a Monday night here in Toronto.
A little bit of a...
yeah.
But yeah, Punk says the stakes are too high. AJ Styles says, you saying that you don't think I can beat Gunther? Is that what you're saying? Punk's like, I'm not saying that. I know you can. Look, I know you can beat Gunther. I saw you beat Gunther. But your hand didn't get raised. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't go your way on Saturday, that means CM Punk and AJ Styles will never get to go one-on-one in a WWE ring. And AJ says, how about this? I know I can beat Gunther, and I know I can beat you. He says, there it is. But again, man, it's hard to beat a good team twice. Saturday doesn't go your way. You don't get to prove yourself and everybody else that you could beat CM Punk. So, man, AJ, I don't know what to do. AJ's like, well, let's have a bare knuckle fight then. Punk says, okay. He says, look, I'll beat you, then I'll beat Gunther, then I'll be the number one contender for that title. Punk's like, come on, AJ. Toronto, I won this title November 1st. I said I was going to be a fighting champion. If you and me are going to do this right here tonight in Toronto, it's going to be for the belt. And he hypes it up. Yeah, AJ Styles versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sounds like we've got ourselves a main event and they shake hands.
This solid ass competence is the stuff that makes my eyes roll in the back of my head. We haven't had extravagance.
By the way, good comment of the week coming later.
Extravagance of blandness, Hamflett. I was in love with this, right? They've got a legitimate dream match in graphic form, at least. You know, like the match graphic, AJ Styles versus CM Punk. That's got that name value. Well, look at that. It's like the better version of the CM Punk Finn Balor one, really. Like, that's no disrespect to Finn Balor.
Except when it gets to the ring.
Yeah. But again, I don't need to worry about that at this point. They continue to sort of create these things that AJ needs to do, which further heightens your investment in the result of Gunther versus AJ at the Rumble.
It does feel like a speed run.
Yeah, while promising you this main event that is interesting to look at, like on paper at least. Again, I'm kind of with Sidge, not massively in execution, but I was really on the hook for this. Yes, AJ Styles versus CM Punk. I want to see this. Whilst also continuing to cultivate this character. I said about Drew McIntyre, I was like, at Saturday Night's main event, he established what his identity as the WWE champion is going to be. They've been doing that quietly with CM Punk, and I'm enjoying it so much. I used to say this about Hangman Page all the time. I believed it was a bit of a quick fix for Hangman Page. Just get him out there, defend the belt once a week, once a fortnight, and you won't go wrong. Finn Balor looked like one of those, but has now been folded into a proper storyline. Bron Breakker was the back end of a storyline that has turned out to just be in service of this. CM Punk's the guy that turns up and wants to back his words up as a fighting world champion. So that makes sense as to why you would kind of hear these words and be like, well, it's kind of my job as the ombudsman of just who's phenomenal around here, but also out of respect, let's do this. Like, this is the stuff I kind of live for out of TV wrestling, especially featuring wrestlers I love / like in a match that I do want to look at. Brilliant. Like, it wasn't that proper slap your arm Cody Rhodes exchange I would have like dreamt of, but brilliant. This is exactly how you book TV wrestling to me. This.
I was a little bit lower on this. It's just funny watching CM Punk and AJ Styles, who look, they might have set their differences aside. Just knowing what CM Punk was saying about AJ on Twitter about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever it was, it's
not
just
always friends.
Not always friends, but they acknowledged that and all the rest of it. I thought that this was, what I'd say positive about this segment is that they did it with a sort of a nudge and a wink of like, oh, whatever will we do about this? They sort of like hang the lampshade on, we're doing the match. We are playing with the very obvious and familiar trope of making the main event. This was so tongue-in-cheek and knowing they should have got Teddy Long in. I mean, obviously, I realize, it's probably hard to fly in the regular crew, let alone but like, this was so knowing and what we're going to do. I think it was probably the right tone for this match. You're not going to try and contrive the scenario where, going back to the Cody Punk exchanges when which is basically at this point, the prominent modern example of how to perfectly engineer tension between two people that you really want to still get behind. The babyface versus babyface interaction. I think Cody and Punk have perfected it over the past however many years. Stakes aren't the same. So maybe this is the way to do it. I just didn't personally find it that enjoyable. I feel like if you want to watch CM Punk kind of knowingly work around the TV format and the contrivance of it with a smile on his face, you probably are going to be more inclined to enjoy it if you don't want that smile permanently erased from it. Like me, a sufferer of PDS. Yeah. This is like a nice little fun WWE thing.
Yeah. For
someone who has no real joy in their heart for WWE. Naturally, but it was whatever, I think. I will say this. AJ Styles has had a great 3 weeks. I feel like everything he does, they've kind of captured this idea of everything AJ Styles does is must see and you must hold on to it while you can. I think that's a good thing, and maybe this was the correct approach with a wrestler like AJ Styles, because I've contended for a long time, pretty overrated, this WWE run. There are times, even after he's done great stuff, where he doesn't even feel that over. When he's missed, it's not felt that much. When he comes back, sometimes he just does stuff, and you forget that he's like been a big part, really, of its modern history. But conversely, they've made him feel like a massive deal in 2026. I can't tell whether it's a good thing that they haven't tried to treat him like John Cena and the fans have kind of realized themselves, oh, hang on, AJ Styles is going, actually really loved him.
Yeah.
And he's been great. Oh, it sucks that it might be going away too soon.
Don't it always seem to go?
Yeah, no, don't know what you got till it's gone. Poor paradise. Run up a parking lot.
Big blue taxi.
Big blue taxi. So it's probably for the best that they haven't really taken the piss with it. At the same time, it does really feel like it snuck up on them when it shouldn't have. If in fact he is out here Gonski at the Royal Rumble, it feels like it snuck up on them. Maybe lessons were learned from the Cena thing. Hell, maybe Styles himself was like, I don't want all that. It's the crushing expectation is going to annoy. I don't know what's gone on, but I probably prefer it this way, to be honest, now that I've talked myself into it. If, in fact, he wins at Royal Rumble, you'll struggle to top the book and all, yeah. If it transpires that AJ Styles is going to win at the Royal Rumble, and he hasn't been talked into it because he feels like the leading man in all of wrestling, really, AJ Styles this year.
Yep.
Like,
I'm starting to think this goes on last. Gunther, I've realised, is not going to be in this Rumble. So why would you not put this match on as the main event? Gunther ends careers in the main event spot.
If this was the plan all along to make people think, oh, Christ, it's over for AJ, you'll struggle to get better booking this year because I feel like it would be so sophisticated. But no, it feels like the end.
I was thinking about it when I was watching the Nakamura match, about how well, again, it might be a bit of they've stumbled into it, or as you pointed out, AJ Styles has said, I don't want that. Can we do something a little bit different? Just think about it. But we are talking 2024 when he returned with his outside coat and his goth leanings. Remember that? Like, he had that big black jacket around. I'm mad. What about? Don't know. Like, they changed his music. They kind of like none of it.
When he was in ice baths as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
He was like, he had a great physique, but like none of the actual character was working. Like a title run in like that 4-way with Roman that was rubbish at the Rumble. Like it was just like, you've made like one last big swing and it's failed. Like there's going to be no glorious ending, and yet here we are. Sort of 4 weeks in, they're on the precipice of one. It's honestly sometimes, well, always restrictions and rules are better. But if he's gone to them and said, "Oh no, it's a month. I want a month," they've had no choice but to be like, right, well, we need to actually be creative. Like, we've got a month. We don't have the luxury of 12 months to screw it up.
Start screwing around.
So following this, and it's made official, obviously, we get a recap of the brilliant Saturday night's main event. We did the review for that yesterday, of course, available wherever you get your podcast from. And then we got our first match, trios match. It was the tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and the women's world champion, Stephanie Vacquet, versus the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Roxanne, and Raquel, of course. Shout out to Brian Weddig, who pointed out that commentary was debating whether or not this babyface team was going to be greater than the sum of their parts, or
they've got themselves mixed up there, haven't they?
Yeah, because as Brian points out, the whole is greater than the bum of its farts.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
It's not the only catchphrase that WWE have picked up on, eh?
It is not.
We'll get to that.
You catch this in the backstage one later on?
No.
Oh my God.
Did you like the Judgment Day's matching gear as well?
Yes, I did. I was almost angry that Raquel hadn't got involved at Saturday night's main event, but it's like, turns out she was just saving it for Raw.
Let it play out.
Yeah.
Gear law. So early on, Vacquet goes for a devil's kiss. The crowd get all excited, but Rodriguez just comes in and kicks her in the ribs to take us to a break, which pisses everyone off.
Has Raquel battering Stephanie Vacquet gotten people over the devil's kiss problem?
I think so. I thought that as well.
Because this has been such an impressive mini blood feud and their chemistry and the brawls and stuff. Might they get to the match and it not just be completely radio silence until one spot?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. I would like it if they had.
I think it was a good way of advancing it, like a really sort of exciting, fizzy trios match. But I feel like that might have done, I don't know. I think it'll be a different story when the singles match happens. And it won't be their fault.
Street fight.
They've really committed to the physicality.
Philly street fight for the title next week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, well, Weapons will do the heavy lifting. All right, great. Either way. As long as I don't have to watch like a methodical bore fest.
Devil's kiss on a barbed wire board. The barbed wire
if you want to see some sick stuff like that, you'll have to go to AEW, I'm afraid.
So we come back from the break.
AEW's the hardest lad in school.
AEW's got a girlfriend. Just goes to a different school. Don't worry about it.
She goes to Ring of Honor. You want that?
Yeah. No one's,
So we come back. The Judgment Day are in control. Perez hits
WWE got a stiffy in geography and everyone, and everyone knows it. So.
WWE called the teacher mum earlier. Not sure.
Oh, WWE did not know it was there on uniform day. An idiot.
AEW got a blowjob on the bike sheds in year 9. So that's how hot AEW is. That's how cool AEW is.
See, Collision got caught smoking.
So yeah, Judgment Day in controls. We come back from the break. Perez hits that nice middle rope moonsault to back way.
Dynamite is not even wearing a tie.
Or if it is, it's just like a little skinny one. I'm abiding by the rules, sort of.
WWE wears its backpack on 2 shoulders, man. It's a nerd.
By the way,
you seen Raw's prefect badge? Ugh.
With children of that age, is this still a thing, or is that like of our era and not anymore?
Our kids currently don't have ties as part of the uniform, so I don't know how much the game has changed. But
mine do, but I think because they go to a Catholic school, they are really quite strict. Like
get the ruler out and measure where the tie drops to and all that.
I mean, not quite.
They
use a figurative ruler in their heads.
We had that at our school, but just most teachers couldn't be asked. But that was the thing you were told in year 7. Like,
scare it into you, yeah.
Yeah. Just the tie thing, or
just generally, like in terms of, like you say, the flaunting of the rules and the legends that were born as a result of that.
You know how I hate all trouble of all kinds?
yes.
It's a true story about me. 5 years of secondary school, I never learned how to tie a tie because my dad did like a nice knot for day 1, and then I just loosened it on and off every day for 5 years. I cannot tell you the various times where, like, during PE, the sudden thought and panic would hit me as we were going back to get, oh God, what if somebody's loosening my tie? Like, they would give a toss. What if somebody's loosening my tie? I'm going to be exposed as a tie liar. Like,
Tire.
a tie, yeah. Everyone else is doing ties in their own time, and I don't know. Yeah, didn't learn to tie a tie until I got like a shoot job, like at 21 or something. All 5 years of school, same knot, same tie. And then people were doing the short tie things like, yeah, I'll probably do mine later. I'll just do mine at home. Long tie at school, short tie at home for me, probably.
Just take some scissors and cut a bit off.
I always thought it looked a bit
Crap.
Yeah. Like when it would be all like jagged at the bottom and stuff. I preferred it neater.
Yeah.
So lame.
So anyway.
I was kind of like free spirit. So do my own thing.
We discussed, you know, when we talk about the thin ice, about like how society kind of just needs to get on, otherwise the ice is scarily thin.
Yeah, the membrane is.
I kind of picked that up at school. I'm like, come on, like just get on with things, and then we'll all get out of class on time. Like, I had one
square.
Yeah, not just me. Like I had one detention ever, and it was one of them like dinner time ones where the whole class.
I never had detention.
We like everybody knew it was.
I had one, and
everybody knew it was. It was always Colin. He was this little red bastard, but like you weren't going to grass him up. But you knew it was him, and the teacher was trying to basically make you like turn on a classmate, and that's a life lesson in itself.
Colin will chin you after school at the gates. At the back gates, Colin will do you if you dob him in.
Eat the detention. Don't be a grass. There's its own lesson to be learned there. But I was a bit like, I had a perfect record. I had a streak.
Oh my God, this detention's going to go on my permanent record.
My permanent record. I was like 21-0 for a minute, and then like,
do they still have
it now?
Do they still have whatever? Every school had a different word for it, like merit points or anything like that.
Dojo points is the big currency with one of mine at the moment. He's kind of kicking ass. He's won weekly dojo champion a few times, and I think he's measuring how many he's got versus another kid.
The dojo of behavior.
It's just got like
academic
merit points, like house points, team points.
Academic achievement.
I think it's academic achievement, behavior, and there's probably something else as well.
We talked about, I think it was a SmackDown podcast, but we talked about, remember, do you ever have the record of achievement?
Yes. God knows where it is.
I dug mine out and brought it in.
I don't know where mine is either.
And there was me thinking, probably going to get down to like the final 2 for a big, law job or something. They're going to be like,
what?
Can't call it between the two of you. And I pull out my 25 merit badge or whatever, and they're like, I mean, obviously give it to him.
Yeah. But legitimately, like millions of pounds were spent on those massive leather-bound things that nobody used for anything ever.
So, back to the match. Liv Morgan, where the hell are you going? Scrambles under the ring, but it's so she can pull off Io Sky from the apron, prevent the hot tag for Stephanie Vaquer. She eventually does. Sky comes in, drop kick, corner meteora. Morgan saves Perez from a moonsault. They're a great duo.
They are. Don't wreck this yet.
There's another bit where Morgan got involved with like the ring apron thing, so that allowed Perez to rake the eyes of Io Sky, and they hit that. I really like that. Should be a finish for me. The Russian leg sweep, code breaker, lung blow, whatever you want to call it. They get a 2 count from that, and then it's like, right, okay, here comes Rhea Ripley. Obviously, crowd love her. She picks up Liv Morgan and hits a razor's edge into Raquel Rodriguez. Just chucks her at her, basically. Ripley blocked a pop rocks, hits Perez with a clothesline, missile drop kick to Raquel Rodriguez. Just massive people doing that, obviously, with Io Sky normally flying around. Morgan hit a tornado DDT on Ripley. Sky breaks up the cover. Everyone comes in and trades moves. Vaquer takes out Raquel with a diving splash to the outside. Morgan wants Oblivion. Ripley just blocks it. Perez has made a blind tag. They tried their combo move again, and Aria's just unmoved. Sky takes out Morgan with a drop kick, and Ripley hits Perez with the Riptide for the 1-2-3.
I was really into this. I thought this was a bit of a flex, to be honest, of a match. Everyone was really over, so they've used this match almost to like advertise how successful this like latest realignment of the Judgment Day has been. You know what you're getting with Rhea Ripley at this point with crowds, but nonetheless, the last sort of 2 matches, watching her get back in the mix properly rather
just dialed in, wasn't she?
Yeah, rather just full bacon.
She felt like a big deal, not just trying to force being a big deal.
I kind of thought we'd lost Rhea Ripley, and I wonder if she's just like...
She's not dead.
As...
We've lost her.
As a going in-ring concern.
Oh my God, she's dead. Lost.
I thought she'd basically surrendered to the bacon.
Right.
You know, I thought she was like, no, this works. I don't need to do much anymore. I'll just pull these faces and dick about with Io Sky. But I don't think that's the case. It's WrestleMania. I don't know what's the point of me saying anymore. Liv Morgan. I did have one more point to make. The other week, I think
Liv Morgan should win the Royal Rumble, I've decided.
Maybe.
No.
I've used the example of, it was Leon Slater the other week. It was night and day watching how a guy with 2 or 3 years getting reps was levels above everybody on NXT. I think it was. It was the... did he work over Femi?
Yeah.
And it was like, Jesus Christ. Everyone in this gym in Florida is half as good as this kid that's just rocked up for the first time. Like, it's a compliment.
Where you got loads of his reps here?
Hmm?
Where you got loads of his reps, Leon Slater?
To your knee.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Newcastle upon time.
Ah, yeah, that's true, yeah. Well, Liv Morgan didn't, so it's taken her 4 times as long, but it was one of them nights for her. Just understanding that, like, if you can make it so that people can't take their eyes off you or what you're doing at any given point in the match, you're always going to have a job. You're always going to be valuable. I don't know what the ceiling. I love Liv Morgan, but I don't know what the ceiling is long term. But she is kind of becoming one of them wrestlers that you could see as a utility person for years. Like, so I want to put her in the same bracket as Becky Lynch, because Becky's been able to sort of drop down to be the Intercontinental Champion and genuinely elevate its status and what that role is. That Liv Morgan should be looking at that and thinking, I think I can do that. Like, so good in this. Loads and loads of little things that she was putting in. I really enjoyed this. I'm buzzing that they've got the match for Philadelphia on Raw next week as well.
I thought this was really enjoyable. I loved the spot. You see this kind of thing in most matches. In fact, it's like it's almost a crucial, feels like the law to do it in modern wrestling, where a heel will go to the well once too often, try and hit the move, but then the babyface, being smart, has learned the counter. The way they articulated that like mandatory story beat, where Rhea Ripley just simply is like, you can't move me. I'm just too strong, was so badass. And it was about time Rhea Ripley did something badass without using her face, just using her frame, using her presence, using her attributes. Not like the idea of me doing something cool. It's just, sure, don't worry about it. I'm Rhea Ripley, like doing it, articulating it through the action of a match. Long overdue. This was really, really well done, I thought. And with Hamflett, it just felt like, get the 6 women out here who are building it around. Have them go out for 10 pretty joyful minutes or however long it was. I didn't get bored. I don't think get dragged.
Perfect timing with the Rumble as well.
Perfect timing with the Rumble.
It's a hot field, you know.
This is a hot field. Look, like if you want to, like the illusion is like there's 24 equally as over women as this, and look at how hot this action is. The Rumble's going to be like 6 times as big. It's going to be awesome. I don't know. I don't know what's divisible by anything. Okay. I will say I want to say something else as well, but I can't recall. I don't know if I'm going to preview the Rumble or what, or if I'm going to be invited to your little WWE club.
Invited every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We should just rename it WWE Club.
Oh, get badges.
Yeah. You're always on the list.
I have a feeling going off this match and who was partnering Stephanie Vacquet, don't want to do that bitch with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and have them go to 30 together or out like that. I feel like I am going to be sick of them again by the end of the Rumble, but we shall see. Don't do that. Don't do that. He loves his... He's even worse than friggin' Vince Triple H, who we'll get to. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
With his pointless Iron Man stints and stat padding and forced epic moments that are ultimately meaningless. I have concerns about the Rumble, but the Rumble is concerning to me. It's an exercise in brainwashing, and I'm too smart for that.
We get a recap of Punk.
Recap.
Yeah.
It's one of them. I know what a recap is. I know what a recap is.
Of Punk
What's a recap?
defending his title over Finn Balor last week.
Any idea? Stole a teacup.
Balor approaches Punk backstage. I thought he was in a bad mood after not winning, but he says, "Look, you're part of the most memorable night of his career." After the match,
It's a bit sad.
Punk picked him up, gave him his flowers. Balor didn't return the favour, so he's going to do so now. He thanks him, and Punk thanks Balor. Says that he couldn't be the best in the world unless he beat the best. He considered Balor one of the greats, and that he earned the shot. Said, "Look, Cena's gone. Not a lot of guys like us left, but ditch the old Judgment Day, eh? You really want to be a champion? Go and win the Rumble. Maybe I'll see you again."
I mean, this was good booking that got even better as the show.
You're wrong, though. It was a DQ, so it's automatically bad. Even though when John Moxley does it against Kyle O'Reilly, it's fine.
Great point, well made. I wouldn't even draw that comparison, but yeah. No, and out of nowhere, pivot is the wrong word, but pivot from what my expectations were. But from last week, well, I guess from 2 weeks ago, something again, I said this on yesterday's preview, I don't care how boring this makes me sound. I want to visualize that they've actually thought. So when they haven't just thought, we're in Belfast next week, we could knock out like a Finn Balor title match. No, it's that's what I want to see about a WrestleMania build, about WWE in general, because you should, like, everything should be, it's not that difficult to be able to map back 3 or 4 weeks and be like, that's why that happened. It makes you trust the process again.
I'm with you. This was quite strong booking, I thought. Quite strong booking. And CM Punk, it was a really well articulated and written exchange, this, I thought. And I rarely put over the writing, much less the dialogue, which is usually awful. But Punk was like, in his words, he was saying to Finn, whether they're kind of the last of a dying breed, he's basically saying, we've gone through the indies, we've done the grind, we're really good in the friggin' ring, we know how the business works, we should have got way, way, way more attention when we were younger, we didn't, but we've beaten the system, basically, me and you, and I respect you for that, but what you doing? So in his words, CM Punk was full of praise and he wasn't patronizing and he kind of told the truth and all the rest of it. But the tone, it was like, so if you're Finn Balor, I just thought this was perfect, really, because if you're CM Punk, you haven't said a thing wrong, bit of stern, but you've praised this dude to the hilt. You've been nothing but accurate. You said he was a great, for Christ's sake. But it was so well delivered and sort of written, insofar as pro wrestling dialogue goes, that if you're Finn Balor, you'll still think, what am I, 21 years old?
Yeah.
So wet behind the ears, green as goose shit, little ham and egger rookie. You'd be pissed off if you were Finn Balor hearing that, but that's only because you're projecting your failings. But CM Punk, obviously, he's got that dickhead energy that you can sort of take. I thought this was really well done, to be honest. Well, but it's a DQ, so it's automatically bad, even though, it's fine for Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley.
He obviously took the strain with him that he then had to wear when he's kind of getting dressed down for it in the segment later on.
Do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he goes up to Adam Pearce. He's like, right.
Are your shoes wet?
No.
Inside.
Oh, no. These are, in fact, they even say it on the side, water resistant.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why I got them.
Mine are pretty uncomfortable.
This is the time of year that you find out there's a crack. In
Yeah. We should maybe point out that there's a storm ongoing where we are recording in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Has it got a name?
They normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it this way, we might get a phone call halfway through saying a school's been shut or the house is flooded or whatever.
I've already had 2 schools.
He's already had 2.
If the third one goes, then I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Storm Chandra is what we're being hit with right now.
Oh,
Apparently, according to the headline I read here, Snow Maps reveals Storm Chandra is going to bring 69 inches to London. So
Definitely that makes no real sense. Just 2 sex things together.
Double nice.
I'm just reading the...
I mean, if you put those things together, you'd probably get a perforated bowel or something.
So yeah, Balor goes up to Adam Pearce and says, put me in the Rumble. I'm declaring. And Pearce is like, you had your title shot last week.
AEW's got 69 inches, so...
SmackDown's not even got pubes yet.
Yes, it doesn't. Got any pubes yet, Raw?
But like NXT's already got a full beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, NXT constantly forgets its towel. Yeah, we can see it.
So he says to Balor, Rumble's full, mate. I've taken your spot because you had your title shot, obviously. And Balor's like, what are you talking about? He said, it's full. He's like, oh, bollocks. He goes to leave. There's Liv Morgan. Oh, little participation trophy from CM Punk, was it? And you thanking him for it. State of you. Look at yourself, huh?
What?
He said, I heard what he said about leaving the Judgment Day. Huh? He doesn't want you to be champion. Listen to that prick. Your family in the Judgment Day cares about you. Huh? Balor's like, this isn't as straightforward. What did you think? I've got to go and think about it. I'll take care of it. I'll see you later.
Excellent. The Rumble is full. Like, you've had your title shot. I just need things to, like, hang together. And this did. This show-long story.
Do you want to put that bar up a little bit?
Never. This show-long storyline that I, not in a million billion years, would have called, like, hung together perfectly to set up what I assume, by the way, and I know it's maybe not on paper a big enough sounding main event, but if they run to Elimination Chamber with CM Punk now in a feud with Finn Balor rather than the match, Punk could be like, look, I beat you in your hometown. What makes you think you can beat me in mine? Because they're in Chicago. That's good stuff. That's like they've looked at Elimination Chamber on the board. Punk's the world champion and ain't nothing happening in that division. So it's like, well, how can we do it? This is what I want. This is what I want. And what lovely way this mapped out throughout the show.
It also inspired me to genuinely think about something else as well, which is, look, Rumble's full. Javon declares, we've jumped ahead, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Obafemi, talk about him. They're all in, right? It's full. We only know like 15, 18, whatever it is of the men that are in, but it's full. Rey Mysterio is one of those names. Unfortunately, later on, spoiler, he gets injured in the match with Austin Theory. I knew there was another Mysterio return from injury who could take his spot in the Rumble ahead of Finn Balor.
Do we know if Dom is?
I don't know anything
We
about
talked about him yesterday,
status.
saying the reports were he'd be cleared this week if he is.
There's law there, because remember when Ray was injured for that last one, he just came out with his mask and that big eating grin, like, oh no, what's happened today?
That's what I'm saying. Just play the
Do
Rey
it again.
Mysterio music, cut that off, and then get the real Mysterio out there. Yeah. And then have him win it, probably, if anything.
Liv was great here as well. There's a certain point when he'd been around long
I
enough.
tried to put that across in my performance. Did you get it?
Well, I did. You got a bit of credibility, which Liv Morgan does now, where you can, like, only certain wrestlers can dead man out backstage, can't they?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
she can now. She's got enough credit in the back. What the hell was that? You got a problem playing Bones with the Judgment Day?
You've done it now.
Watch me make a big mistake.
Well,
You've done it now.
Speaking of Attitude Era legends, Triple H edition of the old 2K26 thoughts?
Don't sing me. Don't sing me. Don't sing me. Yeah. Don't sing me. Don't sing. Don't sing me. Don't sing. Don't sing me. Don't sing. Don't sing me. Yeah. Run through how they revealed it.
But there's a bit with, I haven't got it down here, but
it's like if I wrote it.
Paul Heyman's
to take the piss.
Is Paul Heyman pitching people to be cover stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they reveal the King of Kings Deluxe Edition 2K26.
So Paul Heyman is badgering Triple H, right? Saying, you could have Bronson Reed and he's doing a tsunami and the water's all spilling out the cover. Or you could have Logan Paul and Or what about Braun Breaker or even Brock Lesnar? And then at the end, it's revealed.
Theory, not you.
Then at the end, it's revealed Triple H is going to have it. Me probably, if anything.
No, actually, in the advert, it wasn't. He said, "How have you done this?" So he had no involvement
Shut
in the
up,
decision.
man. Yeah, big surprise for Triple H. I'm telling you now.
What?
From me?
Triple H video game lore as well is just the Fighting Spirit magazine based in the UK deduced that, well, he got it, didn't they? Or there was a memo sent
I got told.
by THQ forbidding the gaming press from taking screenshots from Triple H in the latest video game release, whatever it was, in a position of vulnerability. This guy is such a loser, such a defensive, paranoid, pathetic loser that he could not sanction a pixelated rendering of his pro wrestling character, not even of himself, a pixelated rendering or a polygon or whatever the it is of his fictional character getting beat in a video game which is either played, simulated by a computer. Is a computer trying to piss me off?
The computer, one of your nuts is hanging out.
A computer says, computer's trying to get my spot. Well, here's the thing. I'll take it in 19 minutes in a very methodical, boring match. Okay? And then I'll work an exciting one the next month and make everyone think you were the problem. That's what I will do, computer. Triple H versus the machines.
He's looking at
or a human being.
Looking at the old floor down lid of the old NES. Good snap. Good snap.
A born loser who's also won. Not only has he bored my tits off for 75% of my life. For 75% of my life, I've been bored rigid by this man. Right. Not content with doing that. He's just, I don't know. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and he is the worst.
Jesus. Confirmed. You won't believe 7,008,612. A clickbait channel.
You got tit law, haven't you?
Tit law. So, the image Wilbourn brought us up this morning whilst showing me his hilarious tweet. I thought I fancied like a proper look at the cover. And old Gamesky struck again because it's Attitude Era theme, this game, isn't it, for a change?
Yeah.
But he's wearing, my Fed brain, can't switch it off. He's wearing the world title. I was Wilbourn straight away. Excuse me, you've made an error, 2K, because he's wearing the world title. This was from 2002. Any idiot knows that's Ruthless Aggression Era, not Attitude Era, or at very least scum at the bottom of the Attitude Era shoe era.
Yeah.
I should put that on the box. I should be clear about that. So he's gone with world title era Triple H. And then as I was Google imaging that, to make my excellent point to Wilbourn, there was a side-by-side that somebody's done where they found the actual picture where they've taken this from of him wearing the world title. And, you remember what old Gamesky looked like when he was the world champion as opposed to what he looked like in the Attitude Era.
Yes.
And so does Paul Levesque, because he said, you fix them, please. And his titties have been upgraded.
Shout out to Dave Savage, who pointed this out on X as well.
The game cover. I'm not body shaming anybody. He just looked different when he had that world title as opposed to the year 2000. And he thought, I want both, please. I want my 2000 body with my 2003 world title.
Yeah,
2000
just Mike says, can you tell us about the time you won the big gold belt during the Attitude Era as well, actually?
Good. Catch.
2000 body, 2002 booking, I was on top, and I'm the best.
Imagine that. He's got the 2000 body, he's wearing the world title, but he's also sat atop a mythical tank, driving right in the doors of Nitro.
Yep.
Right there.
I think he will always, whether he wants it or not, have that 95 brain, that 96, 97 brain of I'm not over, or I'm not over enough. It'll always haunt him.
He's
He was
never
as good as Sean. He was never as over as Rock and Austin. And I hope it eats away at him.
He's always got to have like a China and a Sean in his life because he remembers. He'll never forget. Where would I have been without those two people? Oh God! And I need to know. Hey, Road Dogg, get back in it. Tell him about 98. Tell him how hot the houses were.
So after this lovely gift from Paul Heyman, out he comes with the Vision. Slags off Toronto, calls it second rate. Does the introduction for each member of the Vision, of course, and puts over the achievements. Logan Paul gets a lot of heat. Really puts over Braun Breaker. But he says, look, Braun's here because Adam Pearce wanted a face-to-face. But first, let's have a look at what caused all this. And they show the replay of Adam Pearce putting his hands on Braun Breaker before Braun Breaker tries to kill him.
What's causing all this? That was one of Ric Flair's cooler lines, wasn't it? Yeah. The idea that an entire town has stopped dead. Off chance Ric Flair's gotten out of the car. What's causing all this? That's some like unbelievable egomania.
He was the best.
So who's got the swagger in wrestling to nick a line like that?
I know.
Like I've got to say Logan Paul, because he'd be so like in his own head about this, like
Logan Paul or Ric Flair.
Well, Ric Flair.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know. He said Jesus was better than Ricky Steamboat yesterday.
Are we talking in ring or are we talking drinks wise?
All right, okay, because I've had Prime. It is not very good. I've not had Ric Flair's branded energy drink, which, lest we forget, was mushroom infused.
I've never tried that either.
You can really taste the mushroom penis.
We should try and find some, shouldn't we? Try some Ric Flair's weird drink.
I went and slapped on the Dynamite screens.
Yeah,
I'd be watching a match and then the one angle would catch like cartoon mushroom Flair. Woo! Like in the screen in the back. Oh.
Yeah. I was enjoying that.
Yeah.
But not only does he show
they might as well have just put like, when they go diddle-diddle-diddle, and the face goes with this big spam head, diddle-diddle-diddle, and then it spins around and goes away. Might as well have done that.
When people kicked off with AW having Ric Flair on there, and their response was, "We're not paying him."
Mushroom not covering that. So, what's your problem?
He's getting paid in mushrooms.
He's getting paid by Big Shroom.
Made a load of mushrooms. So.
Why would I take bumps? Just like falling out of the seat. You can have them if you want.
I was born with a mushroom. Anyway, let's do it.
Mushroom eating, kiss, stealing, weaving, dealing.
In my son now. Andy updated me on what that boy was up to on Collision.
I can't wait for Drads on Dynamite.
Have you seen the size of his trunks?
I love it.
My goodness, that man has got a body.
But it comes out, Sidge. Does he just wear that as the outfit, or is it completely covered up by a t-shirt and trousers? Double pop, triple pop, if anything.
I'm so into it. Like, absolutely out of nowhere.
The old double ankle Gaza, yeah.
So, yeah, he shows putting his hands on Breaker, and he's like, also, he gave the brass
knucks. It's on Dynamite this week as well.
I know.
Oh, is he? Brilliant.
That's because, it's how it should work. Well, we need to promote that act straight away. Nobody's seen on Collision. Get that on telly now.
Get on proper telly.
Yeah.
Now.
He says, Heyman says it's not appropriate behaviour for the Raw GM, and also he handed Rey Mysterio the brass knucks to Chin, Theory, or Logan, or whoever it was last week. Pearce comes down and says, look, things have got out of hand. I put my hands on Braun Breaker first. I apologise. Breaker just laughs, and he says, it's not going to happen again, and I know what you're going to say next, Paul. It's official already. Suspension's lifted. Braun Breaker, you're on the Royal Rumble match. Paul Heyman's happy, offers a handshake. And Pierce is like, Heyman, you're a master negotiator. Tell you what, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, you're all in the Rumble as well. And also, I know you felt cheated last week, Austin Theory, so how about a match with Rey Mysterio right now?
I like this. Not some sort of like grandstand payoff, but it doesn't feel like the story has peaked yet.
Who's on the phone?
Right, that's really the big question that remains outstanding. It's they're wanting you to speculate on who's on the phone, and right now it feels like between Brock Lesnar and the final boss, The Rock.
Hey, you all right?
On the same episode that like Paul Heyman is like with Triple H, you got your bloody video game cover. There's nobody more powerful than you, unless so there's all this stuff kicking around. But Pierce trying to get one back by saying Bron's in, but so are the rest of you, knowing that he's going to play to their ego. You get that segment later on where like, well it's everything's going to be fine when the Vision roll in the Rumble, right? And when they're going to brawl, that's how Pierce kind of gets his little win back there as this story continues. I think mid-card Vision is a decent little act, actually.
It's better than the Seth one ever was, because you know why? Seth Rollins isn't in it.
Logan, good addition. Theory, sort of hidden away. The stakes being relatively low, but with teasing something big down the line. I think this is exactly where the Vision need to live for now.
Yeah. I mean, they were a mid-card act all along.
Yeah.
And we got Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Austin Theory's got the Vision, but Rey's got Penta and Dragon Lee, of course. Early on,
he's got his Vision because his eye grew back.
Of course, yeah.
That's what happens.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, because remember for a while they had the mask with the one eye covered because they thought it had fully grown back.
And you know it's a mask as well because it says mask.
It says mask on the side.
Should say eye.
Mask, glove, boot.
I know I say this a lot, and I've got a compulsion. I cannot help it. One of the most risible angles in modern WWE history, the kind of thing where everyone knew it was crap. People can laugh about it now. It is a subject of total ridicule. Like, collectively, like, we are all so glad, and I know it's not over. I know people deal with, like, long COVID all the time, but, it's one of those where we're all kind of happy to pretend it's over, even if it really isn't, and that it never happened, even though it did. Like, a collective sigh of relief. It's like, put it under the carpet a little bit. God, thank God that's over. Meanwhile, that useless, off-putting tosser, Alistair Black, we might law for the next 5 years, if anything. Why would you do that? Tear up an AEW. It's like, we must do the continuity of, I remember my eye. No one wants to remember that, Alistair. It was some of the worst wrestling stuff of all time, really. Put it into perspective. I don't think it's hyperbolic to say.
No.
Like the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Oh, if in COVID times, because of, I don't know, supplies or stock went down, Coca-Cola, right, the industry leader in things, says, bad news, guys, when you open your can now, it's human Like, it won't taste like Coca-Cola. It's human
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, what? No, you can't be the biggest in this because now you're canning human right? Yeah. And then COVID eases and supplies get back to normal and like,
sorry about this.
Sorry about the human like, it's Coca-Cola again. But this one person, you know what? I'm sticking with human Like, I really miss it.
Does it really taste like excrement and human feces? Not for me. I like it.
11:30, died.
Malachi Black's washing the windows in a high-powered corporate office, worked by loads of hot broads, and he's the new Diet Coke man.
Putting tricks to just a literal trickling.
I don't want you. All
I want you is to do the job.
I just want to make love to you.
Of course, guys, you know why women close their eyes during sex, don't you? They can't stand to see a man having a good time. No, that's just
Of course. That's a character, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just playing with stereotypes, of course. I don't believe in anything like that. Nothing like that, no. Drop that in the middle of the podcast, mate.
It's not me. Tell you what else made me laugh, by the way. Early on in this match, Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. The fight goes to the outside.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Rey Mysterio gets injured, so we've just completely trivialized all that in our analysis. Oh, here we go.
What if this is, we live in WWE unreal times now and everything's work, so Triple H can just put himself over again.
Yeah.
What if this is a work? And this is the Rumble is full.
I'll tell you what, they've picked the best dude to do the work with.
The Rumble is full. They'd never say that, right? Ever.
Yeah.
And now a guy's just gotten injured. Like the segment afterwards.
The guy most susceptible to injury on the entire roster. The most injury-prone dude there is. Hey, I'm with Hamflett. It's a work. It's easier to say that now because that stupid big-nosed tosser has completely made everyone cynical.
Yeah.
But I did like the bit before we went to the break. So they spilled to the outside.
Oh, my God. Hamflett, we've lost Rey Mysterio. We've lost.
Ray sent Theory into the ring post. Everyone's arguing.
We did lead in for a bit, didn't we? And we're like, can you get Sin Cara over? Nobody can get Sin Cara over.
There was that cool shot, wasn't there, where it was like Ray comes flying in off the barricade. Mm. That wasn't what I like. The seated senton he hit, and then he smacks Reed's head and climbs back in the ring. But just as we went to a break, we all saw what happened. He suddenly, Rey Mysterio channels Triple H.
Time to suck my dick.
They're all doing
the Rumble,
now.
Actually.
Everybody's sucking it. They're all giving
they're
it
all the instructing the suck.
Probably, yeah.
It's just like see after the break.
I love a hyperactive suck it.
Yeah.
Like what was the Shawn one?
Oh, the Shawn one, like when he's doing it.
And he's pointing furiously.
Suck it.
Great, man.
So we come back. Theory hits a mid-air forearm as Ray's trying to springboard.
Get underneath Triple H sometimes, wouldn't he? And go
oh, yes!
Remember that? He just lying underneath Triple H, just going like that. And Shawn just slides underneath and going I'm trying, pal. You got to be less.
So, Dragon Lee checks on Ray on the outside. Logan shoves him. Penta super kicks Logan. Dragon Lee tries to take out Reed, but Reed just catches him and sends him into the barricade. Logan attacks Penta. Ray kicks Logan, but all this distraction allows Theory. Curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, this is the bit where we realise post-match, because Breaker flies in, attacks Penta, attacks Dragon Lee, and they take them all out. Logan Paul hit a frog splash, I think, on Dragon Lee. Breaker spears Penta, and then they're like, right, get Rey Mysterio, and the referee's like, no. Throws up the dreaded X, and Reed just hits Penta with a tsunami to close all this off.
Injury, real or not, if this is indeed a work, everything's a work now. Good finish in light of it, because obviously Ray, it looks like it's happened and he can't quite get all the way back in the ring. So they use that. Oh, it's taken me a minute to get in Austin Theory, just drilling in with that stomp by the ropes. Oh, pretty good. Well done, Austin Theory. Little hair ruffle for you. But work or shoot, it was funny to me that, obviously the spot was planned for Rey Mysterio. And then, hope you get them Penta. He's going, me again? He's made to stand there.
He's in a super spear, hasn't he? Tsunami as well.
Yeah, it's wind Braun Breaker up and do it again.
Austin Theory remains a natural-born thriller who's never thrilled anybody. If indeed this is a shoot,
Mike Blanders.
Yeah, Mike Blanders.
His nickname was above average, so you can't play that.
I know.
Average Mike Blanders.
Average Mike Blanders. If in fact it's a shoot, not to try and be too callous, but time to hang him up. I mean, book the retirement or the retirement match, because it's over, isn't it?
He's amazing. It's amazing where we're at in was it 2018? We made that Rumble return, and we were just
straight off the back of the WCPW.
They were telling this dude to slow it down in 1992.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, Ray. Those knees of yours. Well, they haven't invented stem cells yet. Check this out. It's only
Then we got I was going to say a Natalia promo, but this wasn't Natalia.
I was excited for your recap of this.
She made Maxine Dupree, but Dupree failed. She didn't fail herself, she failed Natalia. Rolling with a legend doesn't mean you can roll like a legend. This is a whole new Natalia. She's done with Dupree. She's taking it all, in the words of another great star. And
who? Wednesday. Watch it on Wednesday. when he says that for the first time this Friday.
Natalia elevates, but Natty decimates.
I knew you'd go for that. Different
Hello?
people, a rhyme.
Who's this?
This won't work, but I admire them trying it anyway. This will not work.
Not in Fed.
No. But, you know, this is what you're supposed to do with your talent who you're trying to get going again, and they've done all the right things. It's, you know. I don't hate Natalia anywhere near as much as you, Natty. Like, that character, I saw it live and it worked, but it's just...
Not in a Fed context, it won't.
Too much time has passed. This is not the place for it. She's going to come out in the Rumble. Like that character, if you were super committed, would have to come out in the Rumble and win it, and you could never in a million years see
Do
that.
Two Faces Natalia. Natalia.
Gets struck out easily, isn't it? Well, struck, look. Didn't count on Natty, did you?
She's purposely planned at the spot immediately afterwards.
You know when
I'm not going to no chance in there as Natalia, but
when Pierce said the Rumble was full, did he include the women's one because that's 4 spots, 2 for Natty and 2 for Bailey? Like
Bailey popped me next. Actually, Raquel's yelling, "I want to kill Stephanie." She goes, "Hey, idiot! Want a phone over here?" And then they row.
Lyra swooped in, protect her.
And Javon Evans, he's all right. That's good news. He's in the Rumble as well. He declared for it during a break here.
Was this the Byron one?
Yeah.
Weird.
I think he got thrown because was he wearing some sports jersey that he shouldn't have been wearing,
There was
basically?
like a chant for the sports team, wasn't there? That wasn't his team.
Yeah.
The promo in general was weird. You got to watch it. I don't know if he was like given not much to say and they had one of them people behind the camera doing the countdown when the ad's back.
The opposite of the LA Knight thing, where they just cut him off halfway through.
Yeah. He's like, I've only got that in the Rumble. One more. I'm bouncy. It's 35 seconds ago. What? Like, it's just what, you know, it's for the ad breaks. It's for half the people in the world want to see it.
What
Whatever.
happened to the power pack, eh?
It isn't... What happened to the what?
When Partridge is going, what about the news? Because he's just watching the clock, trying to fill the time.
I'm not being funny, right? But
I've got a story to tell you about. I have to tell you off air about that, by the way.
Oh, radio stuff.
From my life, yeah.
Love that.
what is the point of NXT? And it's a rhetorical question because there is none.
Disagree.
If the whole point of NXT is WWE is like, right, okay, not those horrible indies. Ugh, can't be having that. We'll just do it ourselves, actually. Probably do it better. Really. If, like, the whole point, you should be out there working different towns for different promoters, getting, like, berated, basically, for about 3 years when you're crap and they let you have it. So you can develop the confidence to sort of shut them down and you own the room. You're the wrestler. You're the star. You're who they came to see. Own the room. Ask them a question like Hamflett. What is it about WWE specifically that you really, really enjoy?
Absolutely.
Shut up, bitch! And stuff like that, you know?
Got me there.
Shut them down.
It's everything.
What has he been doing in NXT if he's sat there when he's on the main roster television program? Just you've got to be able to do this, otherwise what's NXT for? So you're nodding, you agree NXT's pointless.
No, I disagree with that part, but I agree that, you know, be able to...
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic moment from the Louis Theroux wrestling documentary.
Maybe it's just him because Trick Willie
yeah.
could just do that. He could have done that. The Performance Center. All right, you're actually, I know first he actually needed on Raw to do 2 minutes. He would. So maybe it's personality types, but I will say NXT is still bad.
The power plant, right, regarded as one of the worst major training schools in wrestling ever, really. Ran by Sarge. Little angry Sarge.
Dwayne.
Yeah. And Pez Watley and the like, and Louis Theroux, a broadcast professional. His promo's cheesy, but he nails all the important stuff. He hits his time, and then you get these wrestlers coming, oh, man.
It's Louis Theroux's tits.
Hey, when it comes to the gift of the gab, Waldo's got it. We best make him puke.
Louis Theroux's getting too big for his boots.
And he's from Britain, so they ain't that big.
And you shave his eyebrows and stick a toothbrush up his ass.
That little limey thinks he can go with me. Anyway, he hits his time. He's done telly, right?
Another assorted stampede ribs that you do not want to know. You do not want to know.
Hey, Brett, that Louis guy was only actually 5'6" until I stretched him, Brett. I sent him home 6'4".
Your 2020 vision. Until I punched him in the bridge in the nose, Brett.
Both his eyes look like Rey Mysterio's in 2020, Brett. He hits his time, and they're all like, oh, wow, how'd you do that? It's like, because I'm a professional in this industry, and they've just got one guy at the power plant going like, 5, 4. This is the performance center. They should be on that level.
I know.
They've got probably somebody that is there. Like, I'm a wrestling TV producer. I do Raw, SmackDown, or whatever, and I'm going to be counting you down every single week.
Here's the thing.
This is like Javon Evans is great. This is worth picking on in terms of
of course it is
a training program.
He's going to have to learn how. It's called a promo. You're going to have to learn how to do it. This is one of the reasons why I've got reservations about Javon Evans, top guy. I like that he's authentic.
Yeah,
you never want to lose that about him. He ain't welcoming people to Monday Night Raw.
Not yet.
And holding court and stuff.
Javon Day Night Raw. Although the worst promo of last year, especially in terms of timekeeping, was by The Rock. So, you know, like, stop counting me down. I've got as long as I'll cut off. But
okay.
I'll tell you what was a good promo. Well, interview, really. Gunther.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sit down in the locker room. And Michael Cole's there like, why did you agree to this? And he says, well, finally got something to gain by ending AJ Styles' career. I'm sick of all these old-timers overstaying their welcome, chasing one moment after another. Those moments belong to me now. He says Goldberg chased a moment, I took it away. Cena chased moments for a full year. All anyone's going to talk about now is how he gave up to me in his last match. And now Styles has this idea of a long, emotional farewell tour. He says, I'm not interested in that. By the way, Michael Cole, you're an old-timer as well. How long are you going to stick around chasing a moment? I could kick the chair out right now and end your career. Do it.
Please.
But he tells him not to worry. He wants Cole there at ringside on Saturday so he could announce that the career of the phenomenal AJ Styles was over.
Running out of superlatives, WWE Polymath Gunther does it again. He's brilliant in every setting and scenario they put him in at this point. I was trying to think of the one this reminded me of when, and it's best used with commentators because you're supposed to not expect they're going to turn on the commentator, but Gunther doing that, like, you're old as well. It's a terrible angle, a terrible, terrible segment that ultimately didn't work for this character. But remember when The Undertaker turned heel on Jim Ross? He's like, what makes you think you're going to, like, kiss this man's ass here in Oklahoma? You got a problem with that, JR? It's like, what? I'm going to make you kiss that man's ass. What? Like, what is good? Like, it's Dead Man in 2001. He was awful. But it's not like 2026 Dead Man. Like, the most revered character in the business.
Yeah.
Like, it was just really quite dark. It was like, not him. Not on Jim Ross in Oklahoma. Like, Gunther can do that. He can turn it on if he needs to. Like, he's having a laugh. He's having fun. He's having fun ending people's careers. Don't forget how awful that would be, Michael Cole, if I did that to you too. Like, make everybody... Last year, the same thing on the Raw after WrestleMania.
I was going to say.
The Pat McAfee thing, it worked it was as effective then as well. He's a danger, Gunther, just because he's pissing himself at all of this.
He's a nasty bloke. Another excellent individual performance from him. I will say that it terrified me because the last time he threatened Michael Cole, I had to endure the idea of Pat McAfee, like, underdog hero that the people love. Not me. I think he's an asshole. I really do.
Yeah. And this is when we got the Balor. I'll be in the Rumble. It's full, mate. And then there's a break and Jey Uso. And what does he do, actually, Jey Uso?
I see Jeep with everybody. And
and he
knows how 2026 WWE is off to a pretty strong start because Jey Uso's no longer a huge component of the main event program, and John Cena, who he's a generational bomb, he's gone.
Just not looking at the whole pie, Sidgwick.
Not too
chessboard, in. Just got to move the old pieces around.
John Cena, and Jey Uso, crunch, get him away.
But where are you going to put L.A. Knight?
I don't know. Next to Queen Zelina.
Oh, that's good.
Bishop Dyer.
He's in the cool promotion
He's
now.
in- he started smoking in the
Yeah,
dirt.
he started growing pubes.
Christ, Rampage has got a tattoo.
Did himself. No one's seen it because it's Rampage, but you know. Yeah, Jey Uso's out there, of course, to watch this fatal four-way.
I reckon Shockwave's getting a car.
To determine the number one contenders. It was the New Day, Alpha Academy, our boys American Made back in there, and Los Americanos. During the break, by the way, did you see...
Yeah, but Collision fingered Miss Gibson, so... So...
Oh, my God. Isn't it Skip's in the hearty with the body?
So...
I was just going to mention that during the break, Xavier Woods confronted Cole and said, I'm Xavier Woods. That's Kofi Kingston, all right? And Cole's like, oh, what was all that about? You literally... Anyway, last week.
Good that they had a bit of fun with that.
Yeah.
Poke at that.
So, all the teams come in and get involved early on. Then Akira Tozawa comes in, starts running wild, right up until his head gets taken off by Julius Creed. And I was like, the boys are back. Here we go.
Watching him tucking his knees again. I remember that.
I know.
That was all the time.
That
It
was
was
class.
goated.
I was like, I don't think they're winning this.
His ankles are going to snap.
They do that. Brutus knocks off the New Day from the apron. Double belly-to-belly suplexes to the Americanos. And then, Brutus bomb. I was like, there it is.
The Doomsday Brutus Ball was one of the best new tag finishers.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't imagine it because you shouldn't imagine it. Like,
Dumbass.
yeah.
Brilliant, but dumbass.
I think that took us to a break anyway. When we come back, it all builds to Otis tagging in. He just wrecks everybody. There's a bit where I can't remember how he set it up, but basically, Bravo headbutts Xavier Woods in the balls.
Yeah.
Funny. Otis starts, I was going to say worming out, caterpillaring out, I suppose. He hits it, but everyone breaks up the pinfall as a result. And then Akira Tozawa just runs wild. There's a German to Xavier Woods, suicide dive to Kingston, to Los Americanos, to American Made. He rips his shirt off.
It was Cesaro and out.
Yeah. He set up Kofi for a diving senton, but Woods distracts the referee and Grayson Waller gets involved and crotches Tozawa on the top rope. But then Jey Uso gets up as the referee's bollocking Grayson Waller and super kicks him over the barricade. Otis beats up everybody and then slams Julius onto Brutus. And Tozawa hits the diving senton. 1, 2, 3. Otis and Akira Tozawa are the number one contenders, and Jay bumps fists with them post-match.
I'm pretty wary of false dawns with tag wrestling under Triple H, but if you go from Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, like dragging the work rate, kicking and screaming into something good, and actually a couple of the title switches before that, headed into the Usos.
There's got 3 good televised Raw tag matches in that division last year.
Like back end of the year.
Judgment Day one where they won the title.
That was it, yeah.
Class.
Kind of
That
came
was
together at
class.
the back end of the year. Like, notwithstanding whatever's going on with like Jimmy Uso, the idea would be that, right, you've put the belts on the biggest stars in the division with whatever you're going to do next. And this being an over delivery, and as you pointed out yesterday, the fact that you've already bedded in this, like, Jey Uso maybe not quite taking them seriously enough and then they go on to win the match. I don't know, like, signs of life, possibly. I expected to feel nothing for this and really enjoyed it.
Fun. I've got nothing else to say other than it was a fun match.
Love seeing Tozawa flying all over the place.
I love seeing the Creeds doing anything, but that's the point, isn't it? It's like division's been washed and they've just been part of it. So I don't know. I don't want to get overexcited yet, but
Jackie Redmond's in the back with this is important, wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs jacket, interviewing Becky Lynch, who calls her win last week monumental. But you wouldn't know anything about monumental wearing a jacket like that, she says to Jackie. She has a little bit of controversy surrounding Natalya. But yeah, I'd be embarrassed too if I trained someone who turned out like mid-Maxine. Same thing happened with Loser Lyra. Alliteration, isn't it? But she's got some bad news for anyone coming for this title. She's entering the Women's Royal Rumble. In walk the Kabuki Warriors, and Kairi says, Becky, you're not going to be winning the Royal Rumble because nobody's ready for Asuka. And Becky says, no, I am actually. I think I'm fine. I am ready for Asuka. And I've beaten her loads of times. So, and also, your fault that we lost War Games. Tell her that. And she goes to translate for Asuka. He goes, I heard you loud and clear. And she tells, I'll tell you, kick your ass at the Royal Rumble. And Kairi she almost made a corpse here because she's like, ooh, I see title, and Asuka screams for him.
Just like a nice excuse to have these characters overlap again. Becky and Asuka's proper. There's some law that I respect between Becky and Asuka. Remember when Becky won the Rumble as the man, but had lost to Asuka on the undercard, and then it was that big thing where she was like, until I've beaten Asuka, I don't really feel like I'm proper. So I like when they kind of interact and overlap like this. I enjoyed this.
Did you also enjoy Javon Evans approaching AJ Styles as he warms up in the back?
Yeah.
Says, I hope to see you after Saturday. Styles says, I bet, which means good. Javon Evans is like, yeah, obviously.
I know what that means. You don't need to tell me. Dead.
We've been saying I bet for ages.
Weeks now. Means
Are they listening?
Means AJ is a fan.
I doubt it.
Oh, well.
Great AJ Styles quiz on WrestleCulture this past week.
Yes.
Tough questions.
What was the best question?
Question 10, I'd say, probably. Tough one to call with Pat McGroin, Phil Me Arse, Ruby Boobies, or the German wrestler Hans on Me Cock.
Fill me arse.
Oh, it did. Anyway, it's getting a bit dirty, this, so let's move on.
Come on.
Thanks. On to Gooner Comment of the Week. So obviously, everyone's talking about... Oh, sorry. In amongst all this, I should mention, they set up the street fight with Raquel and Stephanie Vacquet. And that actually triggered me here because on the other side of things, on SmackDown, you've got big title picture as well with Jordan Grace being heavily involved in that. And just reading the tea leaves as to what people made of Jordan Grace's appearance on SmackDown. A lot of fans out there. And I found some comments.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Found some comments, not on these, but found some comments from people excited about Jordan Grace potentially fighting for a title.
Yeah.
From the WWE Gooniverse. Thanks again to James for that one. Once
you.
again, these also do not reflect the views of WhatCulture Wrestling. Look simply writes.
How many are there? Sorry. Okay, great.
It's my fave 5.
Excellent.
Look starts us off by writing, "Shove my face in and never let me out." I didn't get to find out what he was talking about. But,
Probably our tits, mate. So that's probably what he's talking about. Never.
Well, you said never.
It's just shining out. Shining out on them titties.
Horny Wrestling lives up to their name.
Yeah.
I'd love to lick her clean. Like a cat. Carl kind of disagrees with Horny Wrestling's comment. I'd love to eat her ass like a cupcake.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Can't,
to be laughed at.
yeah, you just don't condone it, you know.
No, like Dan's comment here. Dan, on this, there's an image of Jordan Grace backstage.
Yeah.
Dan writes, "Tight tummy in need of all the commies."
The worst it's when it's like noncy.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot use that tone and shortening words in that specific childlike way when you talk about matters of like
Ejaculate.
yes, it's awful. Oh god, that's instant hard drive check for me. That It literally should be against the law to write like that.
Just writing the word "cummy"
like-
and then think post.
Tummy. Nah.
And the final comment is from L. Just the letter L. You look at Jordan Grace and you get a sense of, what she's about. Because L writes, that's a face. I assume he means face, not as in baby face, but regardless. That's a face that just tells me to eat my own jizz.
I'll do it. Unless you stop me, I'll do it. I think jizz eater. I think you really want to eat your own jizz. Man, that person, Sidge always says this. They walk amongst us, right? Going in, it's probably he going into his office. You told me to eat my own jizz. I just wanted you in for a meeting. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I've only 5 minutes to eat my own jizz. What he's got? What he's brought in for dinner today? I made some soup. I got sandwiches. I'll probably eat my own jizz.
Yeah.
I want a budget.
If you insist, I didn't. Your face is telling me. It's just to watch the Royal Rumble. 30 different people telling me to eat my own jizz.
Hearing voices in your head. Slurp it up. Eat your own jizz. Well, what's the worst that could happen? It's got lots of protein in it. Okay, I better.
Better. Better now.
So that is, of course, this week's Gooner comment
of the week.
This is where we have the, before the main event, the Vision meeting backstage. Logan saying, I think we should all go in. Bron Breakker winning the whole thing. Probably the least confident I felt about Bron Breakker winning the Rumble now with that. The way they just sort of spelled it out.
There's a cute spot in it at some point where Logan's power of the punch knocks him out and over the top or something. Like Adam Pearce gets his, that's showing you. Carries the story.
Never mind all that.
Oh my God.
Obafemi's in the Rumble.
Yep.
The video package it had, and it just transitions to...
I like this. I think this has been a nice build for that rather than doing the surprise. I think it's better.
Has to be one or two, doesn't he? So he can do the full...
That's one of the many problems with the Rumble. You get the full entrance and the exposition dump of who the wrestler is, and by the time they get to the ring, like all momentum shifted, and it just feels it's laborious.
Don't know who'd be a funny...
So they'll do their entrances, mate. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
But like if he was one or two, who'd be the funniest to be the other person in there? Like,
Kate Wilson.
Oh my God.
full entrance.
Full entrances.
That's great.
There you go. Done that.
He just
Thick.
murdered, lays out there the entire Rumble. Like Kofi saves himself from like falling out.
Keep landing on Kit Wilson.
Right, main event time. CM Punk versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight title. Early on, they both go for their finishers, countering each other, obviously. He hits Styles with an elbow, does Punk and a chop to the upper back, but Styles comes back with a drop kick. Punk falls to the outside. Styles hits him with a sliding knee. Punk comes back, though, with a neck breaker, a lifting knee strike, a bulldog, and a shining wizard for a 2 count. But Styles fights back again, running forearm corner splash. But Punk fires back with a clothesline for 2. Punk wants the GTS. Styles blocks that. Hits a fireman's carry neck breaker for 2. He gets knocked off the middle turnbuckle by Punk, though, who hits that elbow drop of his and locks on the Anaconda Vice until Styles manages to counter his way out of it. Styles wants the Styles Clash, but Punk sends him into the turnbuckles. He wants another Shining Wizard, but Styles catches him, sets up a Styles Clash. Again, Punk avoids it, so Styles dumps him out of the ring. But this time,
If Punk hit the Pele, it would have to be called, like, I don't know, the Richard Dunn, something like that. Nearly. Trying to do AJ's big flashing moves.
The Kasapa.
Punk with the bramble.
Punk blocked a sliding knee this time on the outside, though, and hit a GTS outside the ring. Tries to get Styles in, and then it's like, it's taking too long. And just goes, I'll take the count out, actually. But Styles gets in at 9. And he's only just made it in. He's still selling. Punk isn't really sure what to do, but suddenly he's playing a bit of possum here. Styles pops up. Styles clash. Great near fall. He wants a phenomenal forearm, but Punk knocks the ropes, knocks him off. Styles hits the Pele kick. He wants the Styles clash again, but Punk counters, gets him on his shoulders to hit a GTS. Styles grabs the top rope, and they're struggling and fighting, and suddenly Finn Balor flies in for the DQ, drop-kicking Punk, knocking Styles out of the ring, and then he targets Punk. He tries to drop-kick him twice through the barricade, but he just doesn't budge. Gets him in the ring, coup de grace, Punk rolls to his side, coup de grace to the ribs, third one, to leave Balor standing tall to close out Raw.
There was a lot to like about this without the match being particularly great or anything. Like, this was nice enough wrestling and nothing more. But and maybe this is going to be your point about this DQ usage, like the building, you just know when you're watching, this wasn't, what crap, lazy booking. This was genuine anger at Finn Balor for taking away the match that the fans were which is maybe a credit to the match, because maybe the fans were in it enough that they were wanting to get towards that finish, and they were in it enough that, like, right, the next goal wins kind of thing. Like, when somebody hits their next finisher or the next movie, this is over. So Finn Balor has robbed that from us.
WWE nowadays tend to time these DQs well.
Yeah.
Like, they determine what the peak of the match is going to be beforehand, and like build it around how to make it really exciting before. Like, this is, I don't think it was tremendously exciting. I'm saying 9 times out of 10, the time these things right for dramatic effect.
Didn't feel cheap, did it? Like, I didn't personally.
I mean, I've got the lowest bar imaginable for this wrestling company, so maybe, but I don't care anymore.
The attack was really effective.
Pleasant surprise if it doesn't make me want to tear my eyes out.
Like, it's pathetic, that barrier, how half of it was falling down, but the rest of it wasn't, because I'm sick of that prop. But Finn Balor, like, it was better for it not breaking, right? So, like, Punk's looks like he's absorbed way more impact off this drop kick that Finn's done before with, like, devastating effect. And then it wasn't quite Bronson Reed hitting 16 arms on Seth or anything, but you're right. The continual coup, rather than just one, to the point where, like, Punk goes onto his side and you think, well, that's the end of this. He's done another one. That's grim. Like, that's what made it nasty. That's what made it effective. Yeah, effective would be the word I would say for all of this. They're on the road to actually making this Punk Balor thing for potentially for Elimination Chamber or however, like an out of nowhere impressive little mini feud.
It's ironic that CM Punk is doing this workhorse gimmick when he's glue, isn't he? Glorified glue. In terms of what if you were having a workhorse and you wanted to put that, to work, you wouldn't want the glorified glue just shuffling about.
I want him for the TNA Impact debut if I was going to get a workhorse.
It's just, a laboured execution of, given their combined ability, is so layout. But again, you can still see just the two old pros going to work of like, that's why I take the extra second there. That's why you milk that a little bit longer there. You could see that they're both very good at what they do. I just didn't think this was their best night. God, I'm going soft in my old age, yeah.
This Punk title run's good.
That's all right.
It's like...
He's had one good match. So.
If you're looking for...
It's not really a run,
it's
more of a step.
Looking for great matches.
Because if you run, it's like a lot of steps, right? So he's had one step because he's had one good thing, so...
Right. This...
right.
This tenure.
That's a good title step. It's a good title step.
It's credibility enhancing for the world title. People in the buildings believe this guy as the top guy. He looks and acts and feels like the top guy. The matches are just fine. I'm not going to contest that. But
the Balor one was really good.
That
was the step I was talking about.
This is his. I still think it'll fail, but this is his very noble failed attempt to make this more than the Seth belt. Like, I think this feels proper Punk's.
Yeah. It's a lot bigger than around his waist.
But I like Punk, the WWE superstar. I know that's not for everybody, but I like how he kind of like knows how to fit into this system sometimes rather than always be raging against it. Like, he plays the character of a Punk. That's a twist. With CM Punk, like, and as long as you know that, it's one of the things I was rated about him in his original WWE run. It's like, how are you interested when nothing is? And like, I think that's what he's kind of making out with this. He fits nicely at the moment.
Belt already feels much bigger.
Yeah.
But it's, Seth, so much competition.
Well, let us know your thoughts on Raw in the comment section or on X at WhatCulture WWE, where they can follow all three of us. You can follow you can follow Michael Hamflett at
HamflettX@gmail.com. I'm on Cameo if you want. Costs money though.
Follow Michael Sidgwick at
Sidgwick. What up? I don't know.
Sidgwick's going for a drink with Dynamite after this. I think he's gone in with the wrong crowd.
You can follow me at
Me
Adam
and
Wilbourn.
NXT are just staying in.
You can follow all of us
Play
at
Mario Kart or something.
Yeah.
At WhatCulture.
I'm going drinking in the park with full gear. I don't know.
Follow all of us at WhatCulture WWE.
Clash of the Cat's got an N64. No fooling.
No fooling.
Subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcast from for daily wrestling podcasts. NXT preview coming your way later on today. But for that's been the Raw review. My thanks to Hamflett Sidgwick. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.